What batter, Anthony, has the best chance of hitting 400 in a 60-game season? We're going to show you some numbers of guys who have potentially done it, but only in a 60-game span in a regular season. Altuve in 2016 and 2017 may have had some help. You know, Joey Votto in 2016, McCutchen, Pujols, that's according to MLB.com. Who do you think could do that for the entire season this year, Anthony?
For me, my first instinct was Bellinger because he got off to such a hot start last year. He's batting .431 through the end of April. He went. It kind of came down for him a little bit through 60 games. I think it was .376. But actually, the guy that I really found in researching this was Tim Anderson. Had 3 separate months with .364 or higher last year. If he can get hot like that and just stay hot for even 40 games and hit .440 or something crazy, and then the rest of the time, have one of those 330, 350s, he can get close to that 400 mark. I think he's way up there. He would probably be at the top of my list right now.
My number one candidate to hit 400 this year is Guy Random, because I think that's one of the things about baseball is that somebody's going to get hot that's not among the most obvious names that we think about, and that's one of the beauties of this season is the random things that happen. But of the guys we know, I agree with Anthony about Anderson as one of the guys that I looked at. I would look at Christian Yelich as a possibility just because he's a high average hitter and has potential to get really hot. And then, of course, DJ LeMahieu, who's won a batting title and is one of the great contact hitters in baseball. I would have put McNeil on the list, but as Chili Davis said when we had him on recently, McNeil's kind of got to decide if he wants to be the home run hitter or the average hitter, and we don't know which guy is going to show up this year, so that's why I'm not picking him. But there's a version of McNeil that I would put on this list as well.
Yeah, I agree with Andy with what he said about something entirely random. At the end of the day, even when you're looking at some great statistics, and as Recker was talking about with Anderson, you're still looking at guys that are hitting 340, 350. To hit over 400 for a 60-game stretch is going to be very unlikely. But you look at the local guys that Andy mentioned, LeMahieu, McNeil, if you get that first half version is probably the best bet locally, those two guys. But how about a guy like Howie Kendrick, who last year in 121 games hit 344? Could he get on a crazy hot stretch like that and hit over 400 in 60 games? Maybe. I don't think you're going to see it. I don't think we're going to have to worry about it, but those are the guys that are going to be close. And I would be surprised if you didn't get someone hitting like a 335, 340, something like that for the 60-game stretch.